to the TestNG series. In this video, we are going to see the parameterization concept in the TestNG. Let's go to the TestNG website. Okay, parameters. See, this parameterization concept will help you to pass a parameters from your TestNG XML to your test methods. There are two ways we can do the parameterization. One is passing parameters from the TestNG, the other one is using data provider annotation. In this video, we are going to see how to pass parameters from testng.xml file. Okay. Okay, this is my testng.xml file. I'm going to create a separate class for this. Create testng class. I'm naming it as a parameter test. Okay. Assume this is my test underscore param. Okay, now we need to define a parameters in the testng XML, and then we'll try to access it inside the test case. This is my class. Okay. Okay, this is my XML. I'm just going to let's run this and see. Okay, this is working. Now let's parameterize. I wanted to pass a parameter from here which is a parameter. You have an attribute, you can define a parameter inside the suite or inside the test and for class level and method level also. For now I am defining the parameter at a suite level. We'll discuss about the test level, class level and method level, how you can pass and how the parameters will be override. Let's say this is my parameter name, my name and Suresh. Now I want to access this particular parameter inside my test case. How can I do that? We have an annotation @ parameters. Always take org.testng.annotations parameter, not the other one. Make sure you are picking the right annotation right from the right library. Parameters. Inside the parameters, you need to define. You can pass multiple parameters so that put them in a bracket. Okay, this is the syntax and you need to pass it in the same way. And once you are accessing the parameter, and you need to pass it to the method. That is a string parameter. I'm defining it string variable. And now I'm going to print as a variable. This is how you read the parameters from the testng and you can use it inside your test methods. Let's run this test case and see from the testng XML. Testng suite. And see, this is a param test and parameter is Suresh, because you are passing the parameter from the XML. And let's change it to Suresh 123. Let's run it again. See, whenever you want to change the parameter value, you can easily change from the testng XML. Okay, and for suppose you have defined a parameter in your test method, but if you forget to provide the parameter, if you forget to define them in your suite, what will happen? Let's run this. And see, this gets failed. If you look at the error message, because you have defined a parameter for the test level, it is required by @test on method test param, but has not been marked optional or defined. Because you didn't define, you are not providing the parameter, at the same time you are not making this as an optional. How to make this as an optional in the test method? Here we have another annotation which is optional. Okay, this optional annotation makes this particular parameter optional. If the value is there, it will use. If not, it will be passing a null value. Let me show you in the website. Okay, this is an optional annotation. If there is no parameter is found from your testng XML, your test method will receive the default value specified in the optional annotation. Otherwise, if there is no default value, that will be giving a null. Let's see the both cases. Now I just marked @optional here. I am going to run from the testng once again. See, this passed a null value for the parameter. If you want to define a default value, if there is no parameter passed from the testng XML and you don't want to pass a null value, how you can define is, you can use a parenthesis for the optional annotation. You can define default value. Now let's run this. See, this is the default value. This will be helpful at some times because you have the multiple database connections, like let's say MySQL and SQL Server, and if you forget to pass a parameter from your testng.xml file, the default one which you are supposed to pick is a SQL, so you can directly mark as a default one SQL. At times it will be helpful for you to pick the default value if there is no parameter is being passed. And now let's look at the different the parameters at the different level. Okay, this parameter is at the suite level. Now let me define the same parameter at my test level. Okay, but I am giving a different name. Okay. But the parameter name is same. This is at the suite level. This parameter is at the test level. This parameter will override the parameter which you provided in the suite level. If you run this, the parameter value should be this one, not the suite. See the value is printed. So Suresh 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 9. That is provided at the test level. In the same way, even you can do it from the class level. Let's take the same parameter. Put it for the classes. Instead of numbers, I can define class level. Okay, this is my class level param. But if you look at the name of the parameter is same at the suite level, test level, and a class level. So actually, the lower level, the class level is overriding the test, and the parameter in the test which is overriding the suite. Okay, it goes in a sorry, if your parameter is at the lower level, instead of suite, test, class and a method, the method will take the highest priority, and then class, and then test, and then a suite. Now this parameter value should override and this supposed to print. And see, this is a class level that gets printed. And even you can provide a parameter to a specific method level. How you can do the method level parameter? Okay, to do the method level parameter, the methods will be inside a class. You cannot define a methods inside the classes attribute. You have to define inside the class. Let me end the class here. Okay. Now this is my class. Inside the class, if I want to add a methods, we have an annotation methods. Inside the method, to which method you are passing a parameter. Since you are defining it at a method level, you need to include the method. Include, what is the method name? This is our method, test underscore param, because I am passing the parameter to that method. This is my method name. Let me copy the parameter. Let me name it to a method level. This is my method level parameter, and now our expectation is, since the method level has a highest priority, it's supposed to override the parameter which is in the class level, test level and the suite level, and this should print. See, the Suresh underscore method level, this gets printed. And this is how you can pass a parameter from a testng XML to your test method or a class level or test level or a suite level. It depends on the scope. You can pass a parameter like this. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you understand the concept, and please feel free to post your comments if you have anything in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.